Have you ever worked incredibly hard and still felt unseen? You meet deadlines, you deliver quality and stay professional, yet nothing changes. Promotions pass you by, projects go to someone else, your ideas don't get acknowledged. If that's you, hear me. You are not overlooked because you lack value. You may be overlooked because you were never taught how systems work. And once you understand the system, everything changes. Hi, I am Marianne. And here I share lessons from my own journey and from my book, Breaking Through, the Immigrant's Handbook for Thriving in the American Workplace, to help you navigate your career with confidence and grace. Today we are talking about why immigrants often get overlooked at work, and more importantly, what you can do about it. Because working hard is not the answer. Working strategically is. Many of us were raised with a simple formula. Work hard, be humble, success will follow. That formula works beautifully in school. It even works in certain structured systems. But corporate environments operate differently. They operate on visibility, perception, relationships, strategy. And if no one explains that to you, you can spend years doing excellent work and wondering why your career feels stuck. One of the biggest misconceptions we carry is this. We assume our work will speak for itself. But here's the truth. Most people don't say out loud. Work doesn't speak for itself. People speak for your work. When promotion discussions happen, your manager may not be the only voice in the room. Other leaders are asking, who do we know? Who have we seen? Who has demonstrated readiness? If your name hasn't been part of broader conversations, your work can remain invisible, even if it's excellence. Careers grow in conversations. Mentors, sponsors, allies, cross-functional leaders. These people advocate for you when you're not in the room. If you have never been taught that, you may think excellence alone is enough. There was a time in my career when I did my job and I did it well. I showed up, I delivered, I met expectations consistently, but I stayed in my lane. I wasn't on committees, I didn't volunteer for cross-functional projects, I didn't express interest in leadership opportunities. I thought, when I'm ready, they will notice. But readiness is not always about competence. Sometimes readiness is about visibility. And I had to confront that hard truth. I wasn't overlooked because I lacked ability. I was overlooked because I stayed invisible. That realization was uncomfortable, but it was freeing. Because once I understood the real issue, I could change it. Growth doesn't only happen through tasks, work, bodies of work. It happens through relationships as well. The people who join initiatives weren't just being busy. They were becoming visible. They were building trust beyond their immediate teams. They were expanding who knew their names. And I realized I had the skill, but I hadn't built the visibility. Another reason immigrants get overlooked is this. We underestimate our own value. Sometimes it's the accent. Sometimes it's adjusting to cultural nuances. Sometimes it's simply feeling like you don't fully understand the unwritten rules. So you shrink. You second guess your ideas. You wait until you are 100% certain before speaking. But here's the reality. In many workplaces, 70% confidence is often rewarded more than 100% silence. Confidence isn't about knowing everything. It's about recognizing that what you bring matters. Your global perspective matters. Your resilience matters. Your adaptability matters. When you hesitate consistently, workplaces may interpret that as uncertainty, even when you are highly competent. Visibility is not about being loud. It's about clarity. Let me give you a practical example. Imagine you led a successful project. Instead of assuming everyone noticed, you might say in a meeting, I am glad the rollout went smoothly. One key adjustment we made mid-project was improving the communication timeline, and that reduced delays by 20%. That's not bragging. That is clarity. You are helping people connect your name to results. Visibility looks like this. Looks like asking a thoughtful question in meetings, summarizing outcomes, expressing interest in growth, saying, I'd love to be considered for future opportunities in this area. If people don't know what you bring, they cannot recognize it, reward it, or recommend it. So, how do you stop being overlooked? Not by working harder alone, but by working strategically. Build intentional relationships. Schedule short check-ins. Join a committee. Volunteer for one cross-functional initiative. Let people see not just your work, but you. Develop your voice. Start small. In your next meeting, commit to contributing at least once. Even a question counts. Growth often lives on the other side of discomfort. Communicate your value. Keep a simple record of your wins. When review season comes, you won't scramble. You will present evidence. This is not arrogance. This is stewardship of your career. Let me ask you something. Where in your career have you been assuming your work will speak for itself instead of intentionally making it visible? Sit with that. Because awareness isn't the first shift. Being overlooked is not your identity. It's a signal that something in your visibility, your environment, or your strategy needs adjustment. And that's good news because signals can be changed. If you've ever felt invisible at work, hear me. You are not behind. You are not less capable. You are not forgotten. You may be simply navigating a system you were never taught to understand. But you can learn it. You can master it and you can thrive in it. If this message spoke to you, don't just move on from it. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with another immigrant professional who needs this reminder today. Because when one of us learns how the system works, we all rise. And don't stop here. Watch our other conversations on emotional intelligence, psychological safety, and mentoring. These are practical tools to help you become not just visible, but influential in your workplace. And throughout this month, join us for our live sessions featuring immigrant women who are leading, building, and breaking barriers in their industries. You deserve to be seen, you deserve to grow, and you deserve to thrive. I will see you in my next video.